Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, hi, I'm Vita. I'm so happy that you're here. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A, and the reason why I am doing a Q&A is because I've been getting some people commenting, requesting that I do this video, so I thought, why not? So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys some questions. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me. I will leave it over here. So definitely follow me so you can participate in the future Q&As. To be honest, I'm actually a little bit nervous about this Q&A because I want to be very real and honest when it comes to questions that you guys give me. I really don't want this channel to be some place where you see like this perfect life and all this stuff. I really want to be real and honest with you guys, like tell you guys the way that it is. And yeah, so I am going to just go ahead and start. I have the questions on my phone. So the first question is, what is the hardest part about moving? I would say the hardest part about moving is just being away from family. When I saw this question, that was literally the first thought that was in my mind. Like, there is nothing else that really holds me back in Portland, to be honest. Family is literally the only thing that really holds me back there. Of course, I love the coffee and the nature. It's so beautiful and everything, but just being away from family is so hard. There's like moments when I just want to be with my family, you know? Like sometimes I just want to go to my sister's house, you know? I want to have tea with her and talk to her, you know, in person. Or I want to go to my mom's house after work sometimes, you know, where like I can just, you know, eat or whatever, like eat my mom's food, you know. I love my family. I'm really, really close to my family as well. So it's really, really hard to be away from them sometimes. Sometimes I literally just wish I had like at least my brother here, or like, you know, or my sister here, like at least one one of them, you know, but I have no one. So, and don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Yuri's family. They're so amazing. I love them. They treat me literally like their blood sister and daughter, you know. I love Yuri's parents. They're super loving and caring, and they always talk to me, and I love them so much. But you know, it's different, like, you know, with your in-laws and then with your actual parents. But honestly, I'm actually very blessed with amazing in-laws, because I know some people don't even get along with their in-laws, and I think that's so sad. I'm like, so I'm very blessed to at least have amazing in-laws and, you know, amazing family on Yuri's side. So the next question is, would you ever move back to Portland? If I were to answer this question like 3 years ago, I would say, oh yes, I'm definitely moving back to Portland at least someday. And now that question, the answer has literally flipped 180 degrees, and I would never move back to Portland, which is so crazy for me to say, because everyone knew that when I came to Cleveland, I literally hated Cleveland. Like, I did not want to be here, and I literally wanted to move out. I was like, I'm not gonna be here long. But now I look back and I'm like, wow, I'm so happy I'm in Cleveland. I'm so happy I'm here. I just love the people. I love everything about Cleveland, to be honest. And just like, even like going back to Portland the last time, like when we went to Portland for Christmas, and we went to Portland in July, and I was literally like, I am so happy I don't live here anymore. Like, I was literally thanking the Lord that he brought me out of Portland, because it's crazy there right now. So I'm just so happy I'm in a nice, beautiful, amazing state with loving people, and honestly, I'm very blessed to be here. So no, I would not move back. The next question is, when are you going to visit Portland? So I don't have like a 100% sure answer. I'm not sure when I'm gonna visit Portland, but I do want to visit in May. My sister is giving birth in May, so I would love to go and visit her and the baby. So May would be like a really awesome month to go. But I am not 100% sure yet, so we will see. I'm really hoping that I can go though. It would be really awesome. Next question is, any plans on traveling? So as of right now, we don't have any plans on traveling. We do possibly want to go on vacation maybe. I really don't know yet, but vacation would definitely be one of the traveling plans. We definitely want to go somewhere where there's not many too restrictions with COVID and stuff. So, and also Yuri is actually going on a crusade in May. He will be traveling a little bit, but I don't know about me. So actually that is another reason why I really want to go to Portland in May, is because Yuri's going on crusade. So while he's on the crusade, it would be really cool for me to go to Portland and spend time with my mom and my sister. Yeah, and I'm also really excited for Yuri to go on the crusade, and he's also really excited. He's wanted to go for a while, so it should be really awesome. The next question is, how old were you when you got married? So I was 20 when I got married, and Yuri was 23. Yeah, we were pretty young, I guess you could say. In our culture, it was really normal age to get married, but some people may say that it was really young. But honestly, I'm really thankful and glad the time that I got married. I felt like it was literally the perfect timing. It was literally all the Lord and the way that he made things happen. So the next question is, what is one thing you wish you knew before you got married? And to be honest, like the first thing that came to my mind when I read this question was literally, before you get married, you always think of marriage of like this amazing, beautiful thing. It's all colors and butterflies, and he's always doing things for you. He's giving you flowers, and he's doing this for you. And you always think it's like, oh, it's gonna be so much better, you know? The reality is that marriage isn't about you. It's literally has nothing to do with you. Marriage is, you know, it's to make you a better person. It's you sacrificing yourself for the other person. Like, you literally die to yourself. Like, I think of it as a relationship with the Lord, you know? You literally die to yourself with the Lord. It's the most amazing thing. It's an amazing thing to be in relationship with God, but at the same time, you are sacrificing yourself. You're dying to yourself to live for the Lord. And honestly, I see it the same way with being with your husband. You die to yourself, you sacrifice in the long run. If you do things that are for him and not for yourself, like, you're going to be the most happiest person ever. So the word that I can think of is just sacrifice, and it's not about you. The next question is, what equipment do you use to film? So I actually use a camera. I use a Canon EOS M50. I will have actually my camera and equipment linked below if you guys are interested. But I use a camera, I use a tripod. I have two tripods actually. I have one tripod that is like really long, so it's good for like sit down videos and things like that. And then I also have like a hand tripod where I use to vlog when I'm like, you know, walking around and stuff. And then I use a laptop, a MacBook Pro for editing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that I use to film. You don't need much. I started out with using my iPhone. Like, I literally vlogged on my iPhone and it was fine. So the next question I got is, what is your job position at work? And I actually work as an accountant for Yuri's family's business. So they have a trucking business and I do accounting for them. I've done it ever since I moved to Cleveland, and I'm honestly very blessed to have this job. I love it because it's very flexible. I know what I'm doing. You know, in the beginning, of course, it was really hard. I had to learn everything from scratch. I've never done accounting before, so there was a lot of training going on, and I would sit at work for hours learning everything. Like, it was so hard. I don't even want to remember those moments because it was really hard. I'd sit at work till like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Like, it was I work really long hours just to learn everything. But now that I am so confident in my work and know what I'm doing, I absolutely love it because I literally do all my work and I go home. So it's really nice. I really like it. And I get to work with Yuri, which is, well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Yeah, I do work with Yuri. I see him 24 hours of the day, so sometimes it's good and sometimes not so good. But we make it work. So the next question I got is, how is your house coming along? And the house is it's so hard, you guys. Like, furnishing a house is literally the hardest thing. Like, it's so hard to stick to one style. It's hard to get furniture with a decent price. Like, furniture is so expensive. I think it's gonna take me actually a really long time to furnish this house. Like, honestly, like, I'm being straight up. I think it's gonna take me a couple years to furnish this whole house, just because like the house isn't like super small. Like, it's decently big, and so I think it will take a lot of time to absolutely furnish everything, like every single room, every area, everything, because we moved into this house from an apartment, and in an apartment, like, you're so minimal in everything that you have because everything's so small and it's like a small space, you know. So coming from an apartment to this house was like a huge thing. Like, literally half of my kitchen cabinets were empty because I didn't even have that much stuff. So yeah, furnishing will probably take a while, and also shipping right now is literally horrible, you guys. Like, I ordered our master bed in October. It's arriving on Friday, guys. I'm like literally so excited. But it literally took half a year for it to deliver. It's crazy. Also, like, takes a lot of time because if you do order something, a lot of it takes a lot of time to deliver and things like that. So I mean, the house is slowly and surely, it's coming along, of course, but I mean, we're not rushing anything and we're just doing everything like one step at a time. In the springtime, I mean, in a month or two, we'll probably be doing our landscaping, because when we moved into this house, it was a new build, and when we moved, it was October, and it was already too late to do landscaping. So I think in a couple months, we will start doing our landscaping. So, I mean, we're slowly and surely getting things done, but nothing is going like fast paced or anything. So the last question that I am going to ask, and this is the question where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna be real and I'm gonna be honest. So the last question is, do you want kids in the future? If yes, when? Honestly, you guys, like, this question is actually really hard. For me, it's a really hard topic, and I get asked this all the time because, I mean, me and Yuri have been married for 3 years now, and people ask this all the time. When are you guys having kids? Or do you want kids? I get this asked all the time, and it's actually a really hard topic. It has honestly been a journey. I'm just gonna be straight up and honest with you guys, is that we have been trying. It's been definitely a journey. It's something I can't really answer because I guess it's all in God's timing, you know? Me and Yuri are definitely doing our part, but I guess everything else is up to the Lord. And you know, for some couples, like, they start trying and they get pregnant right away. And there's couples out there that are trying and it takes a lot longer. So I just wanted to just point that out there. Of course, we want kids. We always talked about having kids, you know, we really want kids. And we have been trying for a while now, and it's really hard, honestly. Like, there's moments when I literally just break down, and it's a really hard journey, especially knowing when all your siblings are having kids, and you know, your siblings are having kids too, and like, you want your kids to be like around the same age and everything, and when it doesn't happen, like, you get really discouraged, you know. And it gets very, very emotionally hard. But honestly, all I can do is like give it into God's hands and just trust in him, you know, because that's literally the only thing that I can do, really. So you come to this point when you're trying, when you just kind of like, not that you give up, but you just start knowing that there's nothing else that you can do but pray about it and trust in God. And I know God will give us children. I have a lot of faith, and I trust in God that he will give us kids. I've had so many dreams about having children and things like that. I just think that this is something that Yuri and I have to go through. I'm telling you guys, like, no marriage is perfect. Trust me. Like, whatever you see on social media is seriously sometimes a big lie, because you really don't know what this person is going through, and you don't know what is happening. Marriage is a hard thing, and you never know what anyone is ever going through, because people don't really like talk about what they go through on social media. They only talk about the good things that happen. And this is why, like, I actually wanted to answer this question, because I was actually talking to my sister yesterday, and I was like, I don't even know how to answer that question. Like, I get this asked all the time. Like, anytime I do a Q&A on my Instagram or whatever, like, people always ask me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say how it is, like, whatever. I don't want to be out here like saying like, yeah, we want kids and that's it, you know. I just really wanted to be real, and I wanted to be honest with you guys and just tell you guys how it is. And honestly, you guys, I also don't really recommend asking this question to people, because you really don't know what they're going through, to be honest. It's a very hard question for people. I know, like, a lot of people are just genuinely curious, or they just like, I don't know what their intentions are, but I just learned from experience that asking this question is never really the best thing to do. It really gets to you, you know, when people ask this question all the time. It's really hard, just emotionally and mentally and things like that. Like, there has definitely been moments, and Yuri knows that, like, I will literally come home sometimes and I will literally just start bawling, because it's just so hard, you know. It's like, why? Like, you always ask why. Why does God give kids to people that, like, they don't even want kids, or like they are in the world, or like in drugs, or I don't know, just like random people, you know? And I'm like over here like begging, you know, and it's really, really hard. It's a really hard time, and it's just something that we have to go through. So yeah, I just wanted to be really honest with you guys and just tell you guys how it is. And I'm sorry if I'm like rambling or keep telling you the same thing over and over again. It's just like, I was really, really nervous, and I'm still like really nervous to like put this out there, but I just think it's better to be honest than to just hide it and, you know, whatever. And, you know, I can have a community that can pray for us, and I know what will happen, and I know it will happen in the most beautiful and God's perfect timing. So that is it for this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to be really like real and honest on here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and I really, really love you guys, and I love all your support, all your comments. They really do mean the world to me. I will see you in my next video. Bye.